What's going on, everyone? This is Titus Wank here, and welcome to another Nintendo Direct reaction. As usual, Nintendo dropped this out of nowhere, so we are now here for a sudden reaction to this. And it's actually been a year since I've put up a Nintendo Direct reaction. The reason being is because the last time Nintendo dropped a Direct, my family was in Japan, literally the land of Nintendo, and obviously I didn't have my streaming equipment on me, so I just kind of watched that direct with a friend. That was the same direct that introduced what ended up being the banger that is Super Mario Party Jamboree, and I can tell you that I have just enjoyed the game so much. And hey, go follow me on Twitch and all my socials. If you enjoy what's going to be this upcoming reaction, and if you want to play some Mario Party with me in the distant future. But case in point, it's been a year since I've uploaded a Nintendo Direct, but also reacted to a Nintendo Direct. And again, Nintendo dropped this out of nowhere. This is about 37 minutes long from what I'm noticing. And I guess we'll just spend just a quick couple minutes here kind of discussing, what I think will be in this Direct. I really have just not given it much thought because I was at work earlier today, and your boy also had a haircut appointment. So we're not only reacting to this, but we're reacting to it with a fresh cut as well. But let me think. I mean, I have to imagine Metroid Prime 4 is going to get talked about in here after they finally teased it in the last Direct. What else? I mean, even though it'd be really nice to hope for this, it probably won't happen. But maybe some Jamboree DLC to show that Jamboree is actually selling super well right now. I think Mario's 40th anniversary is actually this year, if I'm not mistaken. If not, then y'all can correct me, but I'm pretty sure it's this year. Did I even say this year? I might have said this weekend. Oh my god, I'm a mess right now. Man, we're starting great today. Mario's 40th anniversary is this year. I don't know if they're doing anything for that or if they're going to announce anything as that sort in this Direct. What else? I mean, I guess just since this is officially one of the last Directs for the first Switch, I don't know, some ports, remasters. I mean, I can't even think of what they could announce in here because again, they've got a Switch 2 lineup ready to go for next week. Again, crazy that they're doing 2 Directs in the span of 7 days or something like that, or less than 7 days. We're already going to be back here next week for a Switch 2 Direct reaction. Which, crazy to think, the Switch has also been out for 8 years as we're talking about this. All kinds of anniversaries happening this year. Animal Crossing just had its 5th anniversary, which just goes to show you how much the world has changed since then. We're living in a world where all the games are getting older, and so are we. These are some wrinkly times. A wrinkly in time. But I think I've said long enough. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore at this point. Let's just start watching this. Of course, I had to keep myself spoiler free at work. I had to stay off YouTube and Twitch and all the social medias all day. But let's finally watch this. How in the world are they gonna start this? Also, no one's in chat, so I would ask how's the volume, but I guess we're just gonna have to hope this is good enough. Oh, Dragon Quest, okay. Okay, we're starting with Dragon Quest, that's actually good. Because I know, I'm not a Dragon Quest fan, but I know there are people who are fans of this. And look at that, the Tokyo Metropolitan Symphony Orchestra, that's pretty sick. Da, da, da. I also know the music because of Smash Brothers. But I will say too, this HD 2D remake stuff, really cool looking. Well, they straight up they straight up ended it all right there. So is this just a cinematic trailer? Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake next year, or this year. Wow, I cannot talk. That's this year.
Hello, everyone.
Ah,
I'm Shinya
Takahashi-san.
and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. Today, we'll be providing information on upcoming Nintendo Switch games. We'll also have a Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd.
That's crazy that
please
that's a
tune
week
in for
away.
that as well. What you just saw was Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD 2D remake from Square Enix.
There's a shot of them ending it all again.
What kind of adventure awaits? We hope you're excited for more information in the future. Okay, let's see the first batch of headlines.
Oh boy.
Escape from dire straits.
No hope? Whoa, is this a VR game?
Until oxygen 0.
Alright, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. I said this was a VR game. How is VR supposed to happen on Switch? What am I actually saying? I think just the style reminds me of VR. No sleep for Konami Date.
The latest entry in the The Somnium Files series is stirring. You
Oh.
are Konami Date, a special agent with a sophisticated AI called Aiba embedded in his left eye.
I do not know much about this series.
Iris, an
but
internet
cool
idol
for
who's been
people
trapped in a
that are fans of
mysterious
it.
escape game. Conduct interviews to investigate Iris's whereabouts. Dive into a subject's dreams to reveal clues hidden deep within their psyche. And solve mind-bending puzzles in an explorable environment. Everything you learn will bring you one step closer to the truth. Uncover what's hidden in reality and dreams to rescue Iris. No Sleep for Konami Date from The Somnium Files launches on the Nintendo Switch system July 25th.
Okay.
Unleash the supernatural.
Okay, I don't know what this is either. Detective. And Devil Summoner.
A classic Atlas action RPG returns with remastered HD graphics and enhanced gameplay.
This did kind of look like something Atlas related.
In the year Taisho 20, Raido Kuzunoha makes his living as an apprentice detective. But unbeknownst to others, he also fights alongside demons as a devil summoner. To protect the capital, Raido must investigate a series of supernatural cases. Fight in real-time battles alongside demons you summon. Work with your demons to strike an enemy's weak point, then follow up with a powerful attack. Cooperation is the key to victory. You can even turn opposing demons into allies. Demons can also be useful outside of battle. And their powers are helpful in finding solutions during investigations. Guide Raido through a series of strange incidents.
I assume you're the bird who gave us a call?
As he uncovers
Oh,
a
interesting
conspiracy
voice
that
acting.
will shake the capital to its core. Raido Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army, launches on Nintendo Switch June 19th. Pre-orders begin later today on Nintendo eShop.
Okay, cool for Atlas fans.
Consume darkness. With your memories gone, you have been summoned to a strange, unfamiliar world.
Oh, Shadow
You'll be
Labyrinth.
greeted by a yellow orb known as
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, I've actually heard of this game before.
Spherical stranger. Moored in a mysterious, maze-like world, your battle for survival begins. As Puck guides you on your journey, you'll delve deeper into the
I
expansive
find it hilarious that
By
that
examining
one
your
of the
surroundings, you
protagonists
can
just
face it
it's just
and
a
combine with
it's just
Puck
a
to
Pac-Man in a
explore
Dark Souls
areas you
game,
couldn't reach before.
and it plays like that.
But tread lightly. The creatures inhabiting this world will prove hostile. When facing imposing enemies, you and Puck can temporarily fuse into the Gaia form to unleash powerful attacks. By consuming your prey, you'll collect resources that can then be used to enhance your abilities. Work to uncover Puck's true goal. And devour enemies to survive this cruel world.
Yo!
Experience a dark twist on the iconic Pac-Man when Shadow Labyrinth launches on Nintendo Switch, July 18th.
That's pretty cool.
The rhythmic march begins. Remasters of Patapon and Patapon 2 are drumming onto Nintendo Switch as one bundle.
Replay.
Play your drum to the
Yeah,
beat
okay,
and
Bandai
give different
Namco
commands
knocking
to
it
the
out of the park.
Patapon Army.
So
For
far.
example, Pata 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 Pawn advances them forward, while Pawn Pawn Pata Pawn has them attack. And if you string together combos with good timing, the Patapons enter fever mode and get a big boost in power. From the horse-riding Kiba Pawn to the shield-savvy Tate Pawn, build up your battalion to take on hordes of fierce foes. Plus, new features have been added, so you can advance to the beat of your own drum.
Huh.
Lead the Patapons and march forth.
I mean, I will say, the
Patapon
music is
1
very
+ 2
cheerful.
Replay launches on Nintendo Switch, July 11th.
Dun dun dun, that's cute.
Welcome to Zephyr Town. A
Oh, farming
cozy
simulator?
place nestled in a windswept valley. This is where your new life begins.
Oh, wait, it's... Oh, yeah, Farming Simulator. Okay, Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar.
First cropping up on the Nintendo DS system, this immersive farming and life sim has no shortage of activities to get up to.
Oh, you must be the new farmer.
Tend to your farm while growing crops and caring for animals. Then sell your produce and other wares at the town's weekly bazaar. As bazaar sales grow, you'll help the once famous market regain its former splendor.
Inspiring, honestly.
You can also get to know the locals
I'd like to spend more time with you.
and maybe nurture a relationship if you find that special someone. Plus, taking advantage of Zephyr Town's windy conditions can make travel and other tasks a breeze. The winds of change are coming, and your new life on the farm begins when Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 27th.
Please look forward to the latest entry in the Story of Seasons series.
I will say paragliding's pretty
Next,
cool.
Please take a look at this.
Paragliding off a leaf, no less. Oh, here's something big. It's gotta be, right? Wait, is this Metroid? Yes! Okay, whoa, they're dropping Metroid now? Okay, whoa. Hold on, they've got something huge for the end then. And there's Samus. Yeah, see, this is what I missed out in the previous Direct, like sharing it with you guys, but here's my first reaction to it finally.
This is the unknown planet Vuros.
Veros.
Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward. She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
This does look really clean. And the first person mode?
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities. These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and to open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams with the power of her mind.
Yo!
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Shadihara Theros Nantanaga Shakaram.
This is very pretty.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Vuros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
Lakin Takalalech Ashadihara Intentina Galamshay.
Okay, later this year. So, no release date yet. What? Whoa, they put a new suit in
It
too.
looks like even more challenges await Samus. We hope you're looking forward to exploring with Samus.
Yo, the fact that they dropped this at the beginning of the direct and there's still a lot more to go.
Let's move on to some more headlines.
What in the world could they drop that's more massive than this?
Ready to stir up some mischief? Once upon a time, there was a drab coffee shop that transformed into a magical potion cafe. As the
Oh,
newest potionista of the Cursed Cafe, you'll craft concoctions for
Well
Disney
then.
villains and get to know them in a new light. Mix ingredients to brew all sorts of strange elixirs. Then serve them to your villainous visitors, including Ursula and Gaston. With help from Yzma, you can upgrade your ingredients to produce some wildly wicked creations.
what's crazy is that I
The
used to play a
potions you
game
make
like
can
this.
influence each customer's storylines, leading to different outcomes every time you play. Who knows what mischief might happen? Disney Villains Cursed Cafe launches on Nintendo
Shadow
Switch
Drop.
later today.
Okay then.
Summon a spellbinding adventure.
Okay, something kind of similar to what we just saw. Whoa!
Welcome to Witchbrook College, where students strive to master the magical arts. During class, use magic
Chucklefish
circles
is
to
the
perform
studio name.
rituals,
That's pretty cool. That's pretty funny.
fly on brooms, and learn advanced techniques to go from witch in training to skilled spellcaster. There's also plenty to do outside of class. Hang out with friends at their homes. Take on various jobs to help pay for tuition. Or use the spells you've learned to craft and sell original items. Plus, up to 4 players can make magic together in online co-op.
Okay, that's cool.
Explore this whimsical world on the road to graduation and beyond. Are you ready for a spellbinding journey? Enrollment begins when Witchbrook flies onto Nintendo
That is a
Switch
very cute
this
company
holiday.
logo. I bet him and the Pepper's Farm Goldfish would be good friends.
Adventure and arcade games await.
Oh, hello?
Set off on a fantastical mission to eliminate a mysterious deity. In this hand-drawn platforming adventure, you'll explore an expansive archipelago where nightmares and wonder collide. Upgrade your trusty cane with magical parts, then use its abilities to find your own path through the enchanting world. Can you uncover the secrets
Really
the
cool art
archipelago
style.
holds? Find out when The Eternal Life of Goldman launches on Nintendo Switch this holiday. Celebrate the 40th anniversary of Gradius with a collection of arcade shoot-'em-up games from across the series.
Ooh.
Titles include Gradius, Salamander, Light Force, Gradius 2, Gradius 3, and Salamander 2. Some titles come with multiple versions, including ones from different regions and launch years. Plus, take the helm in a brand new entry, Salamander 3.
Wow! They
Gradius
actually made a third
Origins
one.
launches on the Nintendo Switch system August 7th.
Jeez, and this is
Pre-orders
an
begin
entire
later
collection.
today on Nintendo eShop.
Huge for Gradius
Battle
fans.
to the beat in Rift of the Necro Dancer. Press the corresponding buttons in each lane to fight monsters in rhythm-based combat. Keep the cadence going with epic boss battles.
Also, this
quirky
is cool to
minigames,
see, too.
Remix stages, and
I do know a thing or two about this series.
Plus, more musical mayhem awaits in the Celeste Music Pack paid DLC.
Celeste?
Be on the lookout for more DLC in the
And
future.
Pizza Tower.
Rift of the
And
Necro
Rhythm-
Dancer
and Rhythm
launches
Heather?
on Nintendo Switch later today.
That's actually really sick. All the collabs.
Let's see what's in store.
What is this?
Welcome to Tamagotchi Plaza, a brand new entry in the Tamagotchi Connection series. There are stores galore. Design glasses at the eyewear shop. Polish pearly whites solo or with a friend at the dentist. And arrange plates at the afternoon tea shop. 12 wonderful stores.
Oh, the
need
macaroons.
your
I actually
help.
just had a macaroon before this.
Provide good customer service to get high ratings and upgrade each shop. In doing so, you'll get to meet more Tamagotchi, making the town livelier than before. With over 100 new and classic Tamagotchi, business is sure to be booming. Get ready to set up shop when Tamagotchi Plaza launches on Nintendo Switch June 27th.
Yeah, that's yet another Bandai Namco thing. Oh! Oh, what? Pokemon Legends ZA? Okay, alright. What in the world are they revealing?
Welcome to Pokemon Legends ZA, a new title in the Pokemon series. You'll
Whoa.
begin your adventure by choosing one of 3 partner Pokemon. The setting is this metropolis that also appeared in the Pokemon X and Pokemon Y games, Lumio City.
Okay.
To make it easier for people and Pokemon to coexist, a company named Quasartico Inc. is carrying out an urban redevelopment plan. Here, we'll get a glimpse into the lives of the Pokemon and people of Lumio City. Scattered all over town are wild zones. These areas are special environments where wild Pokemon can live comfortably, even within the city. You can catch Pokemon here. But they might be hostile. If you sense trouble, get to safety. There are Pokemon that live outside wild zones too. Some of them can even be found on rooftops.
Okay.
People and Pokemon live easygoing lives in Lumio City. But when night falls,
Uh-oh.
the city's aura transforms. Highly skilled trainers are invited to participate in a tournament, the ZA Royale.
Oh, that's what that
Trainers
was.
await in battle zones. If you're spotted, they'll challenge you to battle. Strike first before being seen, and you'll land a surprise attack. During battles, using a super effective move at the right moment is key. And with Mega Evolution, some
Oh, yeah.
Pokemon can power up even more. You'll start at rank Z and work your way up to rank A.
That's a really cool concept.
Trainers
I like
who reach
that.
the top are said to have a wish granted. Day and night are two sides to Lumio City. It seems there are even more secrets waiting to be uncovered.
Oh,
What will you
Zygarde.
find on your adventure? Pokemon Legends ZA launches on Nintendo Switch later this year.
Later this year. No release date for this game either.
In Lumio City, where the game is set, the aura transforms between day and night. It seems there are even more secrets to uncover. Please be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Okay.
Next, please take a look at this.
Oh, with the snap too.
Hello there.
Wait,
The
what?
game you're about to see Boop. Doesn't have a big, epic story,
Wait. Rhythm
but
Heaven?
what it does have is lots of funny little rhythm
Oh! Yo, Silver's losing his
wanna see?
mind! Wait, no way! Rhythm
games.
Heaven
Just
is
press the button
back?
to jump through the ring.
Wait! Is this Rhythm Heaven?
It sounds easy, but the timing is super tricky.
Or is this Rhythm Heaven?
Maybe you could try it in time to a rhythm.
No, actually, yeah, I think this is Rhythm Heaven.
In this game, you might do almost anything, but you'll need to do it in rhythm.
Yo.
With practice, you might even be able to play it with your eyes closed.
Yo, listen, I've never played a Rhythm Heaven game, but man, the music
Get into
is
the rhythm
great.
with a brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series,
Dude,
Rhythm Heaven Grooves.
oh my lord. Next year. Dude, Silver must have lost his
That was
mind
Rhythm
over
Heaven
this
Grooves,
announcement.
A brand new entry in the Rhythm Heaven series. It
What?
includes lots of music produced by renowned Japanese musician Tsunku.
That's cool.
What kinds of rhythms do you think you'll hear? We hope you're looking forward to it. Next, we have news about the use of digital games on your system.
Oh?
Please take a look.
Digital games.
With game cards, you can put a game featuring Mario in this Nintendo Switch system and a Legend of Zelda game in this one.
Okay.
Freely inserting the games you have on hand into any system you want. But what if digital games could be as flexible and convenient as game cards? Well, here's what we came up with. Introducing the Virtual Game Card. In the future, virtual game cards can be used for digital games.
Whoa.
When purchasing the digital version of a game, it will be loaded onto your system as a virtual game card, allowing you to play that title.
Huh.
Your digital games will be lined up as virtual game cards on a dedicated management screen. Here, you can load and eject your virtual game cards and manage which games you can play on your system.
Loading on a second system.
If you have two Nintendo Switch systems, you can eject a virtual game card from one and load it onto the second.
Whoa.
Now you can play this game on the second system wherever and whenever you want, just as if you had inserted a physical game card. With virtual game cards, you can freely load and arrange which games you play on up to two systems. Local communication with your second system is required, but only the first time.
Okay. Lending to family group
You can
members.
also lend out virtual game cards to your Nintendo account family group members. Connect to your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game.
Okay, this is
Choose the
kind
title
of
you're lending.
insane.
And
So
who you're
now,
lending it to,
so now if your family's not in the same room as you, This is how you play it. This is how you, quote unquote, borrow each other's game cartridges.
They can now play on their own system. You can only lend one game at a time to a particular person. Games can be lent out for 2 weeks, after which they will automatically return to you.
Save data will not be erased.
Making
Okay.
digital games even easier to use.
Okay.
Virtual game card.
When is this a thing?
The virtual game card feature lets you swap games between Nintendo Switch systems as well as to Nintendo Switch 2 systems. This feature is planned to be added via a system update in late April.
Okay.
Let's take a look at more Nintendo Switch games.
Wow, I don't think anyone saw this coming. Wait, a montage? Oh, okay, we've got like 9 minutes left. I'm like, there's no way we're at the end already. High on Life on May 6th. Star Overdrive available on April 10th, so that's like 2 weeks from now. The Wandering Village, July 17th. Oh, wow. That is a Wandering Village. King of Meat, available later this year. Lose Lagoon, available this summer. Whoa. Oh, okay, yup. This game that they keep talking about all the time on May 21st.
Uncover history once more.
What is this?
An HD remaster of Saga Frontier 2 is
Whoa!
venturing onto Nintendo Switch.
Hey, I've heard of this game.
Meet Gustav, the Royal Heir, and will
Okay,
explore
well, oh man.
2 heroes whose fates and
I will say,
legacies will intertwine
I don't play
across
most of
generations
this,
in this epic
but
RPG.
I feel like for niche audiences, this has got to be like one of the best directs they've ever put out.
Experience the original story, along with brand new events that expand the vibrant world of Sondale. Plus, team up with more characters in battle. And transfer stats to allies through the parameter inheritance system. After finishing the main story, you can test your mettle and might against even more powerful bosses.
Okay.
What histories will you uncover through the ages? Saga Frontier 2 Remastered launches on Nintendo Switch later today.
Today. Square Enix dropping a bomb.
Monumental adventures await.
Wait, do I know this game?
Embark on peaceful journeys across this series of beautiful puzzle games.
I've seen it
Wander
before.
through isometric worlds filled with stunning
I've seen it
landscapes
before,
to
but I don't think I would have guessed that it's called
optical
Monument
illusions to
Valley.
discover and mystifying secrets to unfold. In Monument Valley, lead the silent Princess Ida in her quest for forgiveness while outsmarting the enigmatic Crow people. A different journey awaits in Monument Valley 2. Guide Ro in her adventure through motherhood as she and her child unlock the secrets of the sacred geometry. Both games contain all their additional chapters, add-ons, and DLC. The first 2 Monument Valley games launch on Nintendo Switch April 15th.
Oh, are there
begin
are there
later
more
today
than one?
on
Are there
Nintendo
more than
eShop.
2 Monument Valley games?
And
It seems like it. Oh,
Help Noor on her journey to restore the world's light
Yup.
in Monument Valley 3, setting sail on Nintendo Switch this summer.
okay. Yup. There you go. That confirms it right there. Wait, golf? Game footage not final. Oh my goodness. Nice
A brand
shot.
new entry in the Everybody's Golf series is driving onto Nintendo Switch.
Huh.
Aim, time your button press just right, and take your shot.
Nice shot.
Perform backspins, side spins, and other special shots. In the single-player
Well.
challenge mode, compete in tournaments, and face off against a range of rivals to become the ultimate golfer. In Wacky Golf, your shots could get pulled into holes, or obstacles might fall. It's golf that's not quite par for the course. Up to 4 golfers can hit the fairway together locally or in online play.
But we already have Mario Golf Super Rush.
So just relax and get ready to tee off. Everybody's
But I guess
golf
it's cool.
hot shots lands on
Dude,
Nintendo
Bandai
Switch this
Namco
year.
has been going crazy this direct. It's their direct. Oh, what, Marvel?
Unite some of Marvel's greatest superheroes in the
Hello.
fight against evil. Pair up 2 heroes from the
Marvel
roster of 13,
Cosmic Invasion.
including the likes of the spectacular Spider-Man and the ferocious Wolverine to take on the challenge. From close quarters combatants to aerial aces, you can mix and match a variety of heroes for an amazing array of possibilities. And swap between your team of 2 at any time. Take advantage of your team's strengths to overwhelm your foes. Plus, up to 4 players can assemble for local or online co-op play.
All right, that's cool. So a Marvel beat 'em up.
The battle for the fate of the Marvel Universe begins when Marvel Cosmic Invasion launches on the Nintendo Switch system this holiday.
Very cool.
That was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, where you'll battle as a tag team of different superheroes. Next is our last game announcement. Please take a look.
Game announcement? So is there another announcement that's not game related after this? Wait, what?
I'm a buckle. Tornadoes the Hanji.
Tomodachi Life? Is that what this is? It's not Miitopia. We have Miitopia on Switch. Is this Tomodachi Life? Hey, yo, old man getting it. Is this Tomodachi Life? Did they really put Tomodachi Life on Switch? No way. Wow!
Living the dream.
Wow! They actually did it. Next year. And that's it? Oh, I was gonna say, no way that's all they're giving us. Well, maybe. Wait, what? Oh.
Did you want to talk?
That is a big girl.
Aw. Glad that was only a dream.
What?
That was Tomodachi Life.
And yeah, there's still 2 minutes
the
left.
first new entry in the series in over 10 years.
Wow.
In the trailer, we saw Mii characters living on an island out at sea. What kinds of interactions do you think they'll have?
Dude, the old man breakdancing is too funny to me. But there's another announcement?
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct so far.
So far.
Our final announcement is something a little different that's not a game. Here's Mr. Miyamoto to introduce it.
Oh, what?
Hello, I'm Shigeru Miyamoto.
What?
Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
Okay, wait,
Since
Mario
2011,
related?
Nintendo Direct has delivered Nintendo news directly to you. And now, these presentations have grown into an event that many people watch.
Yeah?
Thank you all very much.
Of course, Miyamoto-san.
We'll continue to broadcast Nintendo Direct presentations, but we're also launching a new channel based on the concept of delivering information to you directly. This is a smart device app called Nintendo Today,
Ah!
which functions like a daily calendar. In the app, you can view different Nintendo events. We will also be delivering all sorts of content about Nintendo games and characters every day. After the Nintendo Direct for Nintendo Switch 2 on April 2nd, news about Nintendo Switch 2 will be delivered to you daily and directly through the Nintendo Today app as well.
Okay.
Nintendo Today will be available to download on smart devices later today.
Wow.
Anyone with a Nintendo account can use the app, so please try it out.
Well, alright.
That's all I have to share. I hope you enjoy using Nintendo Today.
That's all for today's Nintendo.
Oh, so they're playing the other direct music now.
Thank you for watching.
Very well timed with the Takahashi bow. Okay, so that's the Nintendo Direct right there. A very interesting announcement they decided to leave it off with. We got to talk about some of this stuff because, yeah, I will say this definitely is not the best Direct they've ever put out, and it kind of makes sense because clearly the Switch 1 is... They're trying to move on from the Switch 1's life cycle. But let's just run through everything real quick here. So they started with Dragon Quest. Yeah, honestly, a lot of these games, I did kind of call the remasters and remakes in here. There were a lot more than I actually remembered. And you know, it's really cool for people who are fans of these games. I'm just personally not. There wasn't an insane amount that grabbed me here. We did have the Metroid stuff, which I figured was coming. That honestly, while it was really cool to see the Metroid stuff, that wasn't the big surprise. I feel like if I'm gonna make separate highlights of stuff, I may not make Metroid Prime 4 a highlight. I don't know. I'll think about it, I guess. But I figured this was coming. And I mean, honestly, it doesn't help that I didn't react live to the last Direct either, so it's kind of a discontinuity for me to include a Metroid Prime 4 reaction. But again, I don't know. I'll think about it. There was a Disney villain thing. You know, again, a lot of these games, Gradius got some huge remasters as well as a new game and a whole collection. The Rift of the Necrodancer thing, for it being like a non-Nintendo announcement, that was really cool because I actually have played Celeste, which is why I got excited over Celeste, that they have Celeste music in Rift of the in a Necrodancer game. And Pizza Tower, which I've yet to play, but it is on Switch. I legit have almost no excuse not to play it now. And as somebody who loves pizza, it's like, why in the heck have I not played Pizza Tower yet? I don't know. I just have so many games to play that I've never gotten to it, but I need to play Pizza Tower at some point. They talked about this. There's Pokemon Legends Z through A, which, I mean, really, one of the only new things they really dropped in here was the ZA Battle Royale or whatever it was called, where at nighttime you can just get jumped by trainers and then you gotta beat them in battle. So that's a cool concept, but that's kind of the only new thing we learned about the game. There's been so much speculation, you know, and I would normally avoid this information, but, you know, I've already had people in group chats talking about it. There has been so much speculation about new megas coming out, and hopefully, you know, knock on wood, Flygon's one of them. I think that's been like the #1 Pokemon that people have asked so badly to have a mega in this game. So maybe it'll finally happen. All I know is that there are already people, you know, speculating and who have already kind of maybe leaked, you know, upcoming megas for this game. And what's really funny is that I think people, if I go back to Metroid Prime 4 for a second, I think people that I was talking to were also saying too that if Metroid Prime 4 and or Pokemon Legends Z through A dropped a release date, we would know when the Switch 2 would be coming out, roughly, without even the need of the Direct. But Nintendo's smart. They didn't drop release dates for anything yet, you know, because what's it called? Because they knew if they did that, people would already kind of start figuring out, you know, oh, when's the Switch 2 going to drop? But they have next week, you know, to figure that out, which, again, crazy we're getting another Direct in a week, and that will already be back here, you know, in a few days. Actually nuts. All right. I think the big ones for me, because I know people who are huge fans of these games, are the fact that we actually have a new Rhythm Heaven game, you know, after so long. The virtual game card thing is really interesting, but I think it's well needed, though, because, hey, now you can transfer your games from Switch 1 to Switch 2, and in a way, this might be the backwards compatible thing for these consoles. So that's actually really cool. I don't think we would have expected an announcement like this in here. Then a lot of different games here. Saga Frontier, great for people who wanted that. All the Monument Valley trilogy, or however how many Monument Valley games there are. Again, I have seen these games before, but I could not tell you that they were called Monument Valley. Then some like Mario Golf Super Rush knockoff, a Marvel beat 'em up, which I know like Shell and Mike and those people are gonna really appreciate. And then another big one was Tomodachi Life. I mean, yo, that was crazy. And then Nintendo Today, the very last announcement. Again, Nintendo did something, I guess, not usually in directs, where they actually had two different announcements about, I guess, kind of just the games or the news about the games themselves, but not an actual game announcement or more information about games. So overall, very interesting. Again, this is absolutely not the best direct they've ever dropped, but you know what? It was cool to see what they did drop. And again, I think the kickers for me had to be Rhythm Heaven Groove and Tomodachi Life Living the Dream. Yeah, you're definitely going to expect separate reactions to those, because, man, out of the blue announcements. I don't know that anybody, except for maybe Silver with Rhythm Heaven, could have seen, these coming. And I know Tomodachi Life was, like, big, I think, on the 3DS, if I'm not mistaken. So, actually sick that they're making new games. I'm going to read a couple comments real quick before we wrap this up here. Yeah, look at that, dude. Pokemon Legends Youth Array already almost getting to 3/4 of, like, almost 1 million views. Absolutely crazy. Oh, I'm imagining this is referring to Tomodachi Life. So glad the text-to-speech is the same as it was 11 years ago. Tomodachi Life fans held strong for 12 years. So, see, this is news to me. Apparently the last Tomodachi Life game, if I'm doing my math correctly, was back in 2013 on the Nintendo 3DS. Had to have been on the 3DS. So, really cool for Tomodachi Life fans that they're finally getting this as much as they deserve it. They understand how much people like the OG me's and the janky voices. Straight fan service. They knew what they were doing and are about to make a fortune. Oh, I bet. Well, here's another Tomodachi Life comment here. There's actually one related to something different up there, but I'll read this real quick just for continuity's sake. And I guess also, all right, all these comments. Tomodachi Life fans, we won. I bet y'all did. I'm actually really happy for all the Tomodachi Life fans. I've never played a Tomodachi Life game, but this might be my first one. I thought everyone was pulling my leg saying Tomodachi Life 2 when I saw Tamagotchi, but I was very pleasantly surprised. That is very true. We did get two very similar sounding games in the same direct. Ooh, excuse me. And suddenly I felt like the air became fresher and the sun brighter when the last game was announced. And now for something completely different. Every time Miyamoto does the directly to you hand gesture, as Satoru Iwata used to do, I feel nostalgic big time. Rip the legend. Rest in peace, indeed. All right, this is the last comment because I think this is hilarious. When I'm in a setting myself up for inevitable disappointment competition and my opponent is the Silksong community. Oh boy. Yeah, hey man, Hollow Knight fans Hollow Knight fans have been waiting to eat something for years. They've been starving for years and they still didn't get Silksong today, but you know what, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys thought about this Nintendo Direct. And again, thank you all so much for watching this reaction. Obviously, this will try to be up on YouTube later today as soon as possible. But if you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe down below to become a part of Chillin' the Wankster Clan today. And make sure to go follow all my social medias in the description down below, especially my Twitch if you don't want to miss out on any live reactions like this one. And yeah, I think that's kind of about it. I obviously know what my big announcements were for this, but let me know what you guys thought of this direct. Were there enough heavy hitters for y'all? Did you enjoy the non-game announcements that Nintendo had to share? Because I think they will definitely improve the quality of life features, for the Switch going forward, especially virtual game cards. That's a big one. But that's gonna do it for right now. Thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. As always, enjoy your freshly baked sleep. Just don't eat it.